We thank you so much for watching Law School Made Easy at Law School 256. Today we want to concentrate on legal methods, and we want to look at legal research, and we appreciate this principle. And today it's not going to be me. I have been joined by senior counsel Simon Peter Matalo. May you please greet the viewers of Law School Made Easy.
Yeah, I salute you all. Thanks for being on. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe, and comment where you feel that you need more light so that we can elaborate.
Simon, allow me also request you to make an advert for your channel. Please make it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. Basically, I have a channel also it is in my name, Matalo Simon Peter. It is on YouTube. It is the same cause as Law School Made Easy 256. All of them, they serve the same purposes. So you may visit there, be here. The difference is the similarity.
Oh, thank you so much. Please go and subscribe to our channels, Matalo Simon Peter, and then Law School Made Easy. All this information you find there. Simon, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for making time for us today.
Yeah.
And why I invited you, I wanted you to take us through this concept, legal research. What we wanted to us to appreciate first as we start, what is legal research? What do we mean when you have the term legal research? Because from other spheres where we have been, we have come across the word research, but why do they add here and say legal research? Yes.
So basically, before you go any further, first put this disclaimer that basically we are looking at legal research as a topic. You know, you may find someone may watch a video in a presumption that this is a course unit, that legal research and methodology, but this is just a topic in legal methods. So I disclaim other people on relying on this information, because it is not conclusive. When you go to the course unit, it has more details about legal research.
But so here, this is a topic.
Yeah.
We are covering a topic in legal method called legal research.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you go to third year, there is a full course unit of legal research.
Yeah.
So this is just a topic.
A topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is legal research?
So basically, legal research, I know all of you out there, you know what legal research means. You know what research means. Research is basically making, it is identifying, basically research it is identifying and retrieving information. But when we add legal, we say that legal research, this is the process of identifying and retrieving information to back up a law decision. You get? Basically, here the information and that we are trying to identify and retrieve, we are backing it up on a decision. Take for instance, any judgment that is made by court or any submission that is made by a lawyer in court, legal research is the
first thing.
It is the first thing.
So legal research, we mean that before we go to court, before we arrive at the decision, there are findings which have been made that are going to help you to advance your reason when you are in court.
Exactly. So that's how we come up with the legal research. That any submission you make, a decision that is made by a judge, it
is a backing.
Yeah.
It has a full backing of the legal research that has been made.
Exactly.
So you cannot just go to court without making research.
That is obvious.
Because, for example, so you mean that if I'm to cite an authority, I should have researched about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That it fits the particular situation.
Exactly. That's why. That's why many law firms and the organization, they have researchers. They have those legal researchers.
Research desk.
Exactly. And realize that under legal research, we have a slogan that says that a good lawyer is not the one who knows the law, but the one who knows where to find the law.
That is even God even puts it clear. A good lawyer is the one who knows where to find the law, and the one who appreciates legal material.
That is legal research, basically. Another question may come to you out there. They say that they lament that a good lawyer is the one that who knows where to find the law,
Mm.
but who doesn't know the law.
Mm.
Discuss. Basically, they are highlighting legal
Legal
research.
research.
Basically, indirectly.
Mm.
So that is the key point there. So under legal research, we are going to look at.
We have many sources.
We have sources.
We can begin with the sources of legal research.
Yeah, sources of
what
legal
are the
research.
source of legal research?
Yeah.
What do they mean by source before we enter into sources? What do the source of legal research? What do they want there?
So basically here, what they want here is that for you to make research, where do you rely from? You get? That's why they are trying to say that if you are to make research, where are you going to rely from? That is the key point, as why they say sources. You get? Actually, they are trying to mean that where can you find the law? That's the source.
Sources. Where can you find the law?
Yeah, exactly. So those are the sources of legal research. The ones that we are going to look at.
We can now enter into them.
So basically, there are various sources. There are many, but these ones they take as primary sources of legal research. Reason being that they give the other original information. You get, for example, you have what they call questionnaire. It is, you go and ask the answer. Yeah, a questionnaire that whereby they presume that it is a primary, reason being that it has that originality.
Oh,
you get.
So it is, questionnaire is one of it's another source of research.
Yeah, source of research.
Where I come with my question sets, I ask somebody on the street, the answer I take, answer I take.
Exactly.
That's the questionnaire.
Yeah.
It's the first source of research.
Exactly. Then you also have survey.
Survey, yes. Survey,
to make survey. That if you are maybe making research on a certain topic, you can go on ground. You get, and you feel that let me give an example under the lawmaking process. Those people, when they are coming to conclude, for example, copyright, whereby musicians wanted copyright. In Parliament, they sent the member of Parliament that was in charge. Go in the musicians and see. And he was given a large sum of money just to go there and make what? A survey. You get? So that is also.
Do they want it? A survey, do they need it? Go and ask them.
Exactly.
Can a survey be linked to sampling?
Basically, they are different. Okay. Sampling and survey, they are different. Okay. You get? So survey, they send you in the field so that you can come either. How will it help them? Which renovations are needed? Something like that.
Survey can mean that, for example, we have many musicians. Let's say 1,000, but we may not reach all of them. You make a survey on what people need, what they want, and then you conclude on that.
Yeah, exactly. So you have talked of sampling.
Yes.
I didn't want to bring it here in this topic. But though is also under legal research, it is there. Sampling basically is that, let me use this one that we know that, where you say that DJ sample us, you get DJ sample us some tune. So impliedly that you go, for you to come to a conclusion, you first give a sample. You get, it's like when you are preparing meat, before getting ready, you first.
No, there are these women who are these young boys who sell and selling and grounding nuts.
Exactly.
So as they come around, say, first sample.
First sample. It gives you like 3. You test. You say it is nice. So sampling, it is also a form of legal research, a source of legal research, whereby if they are coming to a conclusion, they give it a try. You get? They give it a try. Whether it can work or it cannot work. You get? Then basically also another form of legal research, which is also under primary, we have the customs. Customs.
Yes.
You get? Customs, they are great sources, whereby they look at the nature and behavior of people.
Custom.
Yeah, a custom. That is the nature and behavior of a certain society or a group of people to come up with a law. Remember, before, customary law wasn't recognized before. You get? But through the various innovations in our current laws, they came up that customs are laws. But however, we don't have specific customs that they are laws. But we believe that most customs are what? Must be respected and promoted. So in this essence,
there's a song about customs of somebody called Sebata. It's called in Uganda Bamulyasoka.
Mm.
That there was an area where this man gave birth from, that the firstborn is eaten.
Mm.
If the firstborn is not eaten, then the mother of that firstborn should sleep with the father of the husband.
Mm.
So is that a form of a custom?
Yeah, it is form of a custom.
Now again in Kapchorwa here, where they cut the female genital mutilation,
Mm.
yes, it's also a custom.
It is also a custom. So basically, if they compose such custom, they come to a conclusion whether it can be a law or it cannot be a law. That's why when you read the famous case of Bruno Chiuwa, there was a lot of quotations on that,
Yes.
on the custom that whether same clan
Yes,
members
numbers,
can get what? Can get married. But finally they said that they cannot. Reason being that it was a custom that brought
In
that.
Buganda culture, that you
Yeah.
cannot marry someone you
Exactly.
are with from the same clan.
So that helped the judges to come up with what?
Oh, so they
Decision.
decided depending on the custom,
On the
of
custom.
the Baganda.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they had the right to get married.
Exactly.
But because there was a
A
custom,
custom.
so a custom becomes
It
a serious
influenced,
source.
yeah, it influenced the decision
judgment.
of what? Of the judges. So basically, those are the few that I can highlight under primary. But however, there are greatly other more. For example, we have precedents.
Precedents.
Precedents, that is case law, basically. The various cases, you see that the case of Donald versus Stevenson, it's laid a precedent whereby it renovated the law of negligence by bringing the neighborhood
Or
what?
the principle.
So that is precedents being what? Sources of what? Legal research. Then you also have law reports.
Yes.
You good. If we are looking for cases, that's why I say that a good lawyer is the one that who knows where to find the law. So if you are looking for any case, you have to visit a law report concerning the year or 2010, any year, for you to come up with
1919,
Yeah.
1970.
So it becomes a form of what? Legal research. Then you also have libraries.
Library.
Here compose both the electronic libraries
Mm.
and the physical what? Libraries.
But do these students, lawyers, go to the libraries?
Most
Do
of
they
them
do
they
the
use the
research?
electronic libraries. For example, usually I can relate it as an electronic what? Library.
Just go, you get your
Yeah.
case and
So that is also a source of legal research. And basically we have what they call the class marks.
yes,
You
class
get-
marks, yes.
Yeah, class marks. We are not meaning basically the marks in classes. the coursework marks that you get. No, we are not meaning that. So I don't know what. So basically, class marks is also a form of what? Legal research. We are saying class marks whereby these are pines or codes that are put on books. You get
In the library.
in the libraries. You get because they fall under also class marks. You have class marks, index, and catalogs. You get all those. They helped in the to combine to arrange books in libraries. They are also sources of what? Legal research. For you to go look for a book, you must follow those alphabet. For example, index, they say that books are arranged alphabetically. You get. So when you are looking for Granville Williams, start from G. You get. You say that is in G, something like that. It will help you to come up with the book maybe.
Those are the class marks.
Those are the class marks.
But not these coursework marks.
They are not the coursework marks basically. So,
yeah, and maybe to make it even more, I urge students to go to their libraries and they ask the librarians what are the class marks to become very easy for them.
Yeah, they ask for class marks, index, and the catalogs. You get all of them. All of those they are in libraries basically.
Those are some of the ways the librarians can easily access the book you want. They know, depending on those areas.
Yeah. So basically, we also have what they call, because I've finished the libraries, both and the physical libraries. Then there is also still under sources of legal research. We also have these. I don't know, these research reports that they are normally made, they are called disseminations.
Disseminations.
Yeah, those are the research that are made by people finishing their masters.
Research what?
Or they are finishing their LLB. You get. So those disseminations that the various research made by students, they are also sources of what?
Of legal research.
Legal research. Whereby a research topic searched about by various students can carry weight. That's why you see that if you go to the library, a research of students that had weight or that lecturer should, so that it will, it is there, it is on record for students to access it. You get? So that is also a source of what? Legal research. Basically, we also have Finnish precedents. Basically, those are the few that I can talk about. The sources of legal research.
Okay, we want to thank you, Senior Counsel Matano.
Those are some of the sources. However much there are various sources there. You get. Then probably what we are going to do is that the methodology or the steps taken.
Yeah, we can now go to those are some of the steps. The sources we have discussed, and now we want to go into the steps of carrying out this research or the methodology that we can use when we go out there to do the legal research.
So basically the steps, however much actually it is not normally asked, but nevertheless you must be
for our understanding.
Yeah, basically. First of all, even before to go into the steps, to give a rewind, I had forgotten bibliography. It is also a source of legal research. Bibliography. Yeah, and references. They are also sources of legal research. I had forgotten, but it came in my mind when I remembered that it is also among the steps. So basically, under the steps, first of all, you must identify the problem. Yeah.
You identify
the problem.
The problem.
If at all you are going to talk about domestic violence, that is the problem. That's the research. Actually, it's like the research topic. You get. And before, a problem and research topic, they are different. If I say that, if it is the problem is there domestic is a lot of violence. Violence in what? Let me give an example. That there is a lot of violation of rights of people. That's the problem. You have identified the problem, but you must make it in form of a topic. Violation of rights of people. That's the topic. Identify the problem, come up with a research topic. You get. After identifying the two, come up with the various authorities that are going to back up your what?
Your research.
You get. After coming up with the various authorities that are going, for example, there may be cases, there may be statutes, there may be legislations, even international conventions. Then afterwards, identifying those three, you identify the authorities that you are going to give, you give the facts of the problem.
The facts of the problem.
Yeah, the facts of the problem. Facts of the problem mean that you give a synopsis.
Where you're coming from,
why what have you witnessed,
topic, what have you seen,
what have you witnessed for you to come with this topic.
Yes.
You give those facts. You say that along this area, you may even be specific to one area, that this area people were beaten on this land, this. Those are the facts of your problem. After coming up with the facts of your problem, look for the methods that you are going to use in collecting
the research. Which methods?
There may be a questionnaire.
You can go back to our sources.
Sampling, survey, interview, among others. So those you have come up with what? With the methods that you are going to use in conducting what? Your research. You get. After coming up with the methods, then you give your analogy, your research findings. You give your research findings. After your research findings, you give the remarks at the end, the bibliography and references. They are the closure of your what? Your research.
You acknowledge the references.
Yeah. Acknowledgement is in the first.
The first, yes.
Yeah, it comes in the first steps there. While identifying the problem, there is that acknowledgement. But at the end, you give the bibliography and the what? And the references. We all know what bibliography mean and reference. It is not new, because most of our courseworks we put bibliography, you get, and the references. So those are some of the steps
that you follow.
while conducting
Okay,
what?
so we
The
can
legal
repeat them.
research.
We have said we identify the problem.
Yes.
We have the topic identified,
Mm.
and then in 3,
The facts of the problem.
the facts of the problem. How did you come about this?
Mm.
What do you want to solve, and all those things.
Mm.
And then 4,
The methods to be used.
the methods you're going to use to carry out your research. And then 5.
The 5 is that you give the analysis.
Analysis, okay.
Yeah. Analysis of what is happening.
Then 6.
Then you give the a review. It can be like a review, or it can be like a review, a research review.
Research review, okay.
Yeah. Then afterwards, you give your what? Your bibliography
and the reference.
And the reference.
Okay, we thank you so much for that. And now, so far we have looked at the meaning of research, we have looked at the sources and the methods or the steps taken to carry out the research.
Yes.
So now let's go to the final one. What are some of the advantages?
The importance. So
the
this is key. Ever much, most of the
research.
students despise it.
And this is the question what they ask normally.
Yeah,
relevance.
Relevance. The importance. It is more so common. And these ones, I expect that everyone to be well versed with it. 100 what? Percent. You get. First of all, from year 1 up to, from where you started from up to where you are, you have reached there because of research. So in this essence, you have to put in yourself how has research helped you. First of all, it has helped you to pass exams. That is the key. That is the key. It has helped you to pass exams. Because you get, that is key. Because if it wasn't research, you wouldn't have passed.
But because you made research,
you passed.
You passed exams.
So number 2, research has helped judges to back up their what?
Their decisions.
You get. Because they say that if a judge is to give a judgment, he must give reasons as to why.
Hey, the Russian is then.
Exactly.
And even then, if you read their judgments, they begin by quoting various cases.
Exactly.
And you cannot quote them minus researching on them.
Exactly.
Okay, very good.
So basically, another thing, research has helped people to, actually, research has enlarged the thinking capacities of students. You get. It has
lawyers.
Yeah. It has also innovated the creativity bits among lawyers.
The innovation, yes.
You get. Because if it wasn't research, most of us we couldn't have known various things. Because through research you know various things.
It makes you knowledgeable. It makes you knowledgeable.
Exactly. And also another advantages of research, realize that it is through research that whereby lawyers are able to argue cases in court. You get. So it has helped lawyers in preparations on cases that they are having in court. It is through research that it has helped and it has led to the evolution of what? Of the law, or the development of what? Of the law. Realize that the law that we had in 1990s, it is not the same law that we have in
the other day, and I think this year in June, in July, all the laws were repealed.
Exactly.
All that was about research.
You get. So it has brought that innovation and legal development currently. It is through research that Parliament has enabled. It is through research that Parliament is able to make laws. You get.
Of course, you cannot make.
The general rule is.
I was just doing a video of making bylaws, and I was telling them that in this consultation, you identify the problem, and then you have to do consultation to find out all that is research.
Yeah,
and
to surveys
and others.
Realize that in Parliament they are not lawyers there, so they don't know the law. The only way that they can come to a conclusion is through research.
Because not all of them are lawyers.
Exactly. Because I hear that,
and that's why I believe
when the corporate happened, Hilderman called the lawyer just to
Silver. It was Silver handling. Helping him, but because he's a member of Parliament who doesn't know the law.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So they have to make research for them to make what? Laws. Then it is also through research that realize that it is through research that it has enabled what? Lecturers or people that, how can I say, lecturers or people that write, authors, it is through that come up there what? With their works.
The Bachilingers of this world, Professor Ben and others.
So it is through research that they compile those notes and then the books. You get through research.
And for us, we get legal material that we read also. And
So basically, those are the advantages
of
which I can highlight under legal research. But nevertheless, there are still more which you know there.
of
But-
course, now we request them to go and research.
Exactly. Yeah,
Do
it is
more
legal
research about the other advantages.
Exactly. Go and make more research. Practice the topic. Don't
Yes.
just end listening to us. Also practice, and you will excel at the what? At the end. But without missing words, I'll give back the mic to you.
Okay, we thank you so much, Simon, for that wonderful insight about legal research. So, colleagues, we have covered the meaning of legal research, gone to the sources, methodologies, and advantages of legal research. And when you see a question about it, write it the way we have given it to you, and also include more. Go and also make more research. But we thank you so much for always watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos. Let's keep sharing these videos. Let's keep referring. Let's keep the comments coming. Simon, we thank you so much for coming to Law School Made Easy, and
you
we are
very
looking
much.
forward to when you invite us to your channel. I hope for you will give us juice.
Yeah, actually, I was about to comment. These things of giving me water.
Thank you so much, Stay tuned. Thank you.